皆様、お待たせいたしました。本日は大変お忙しい中、多数の皆様のご出席をいただきまして、誠にありがとうございます。私は本日の司会をさせていただきます、相原亜希と申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to today's celebration. Today's Master of Ceremonies is Aki Aihara, and my name is Chieko Ozaki. I'll be your translator.
開会に先立ちまして、お祈りをしたいと存じます。皆様、ご起立ください。
Before the ceremony, we would like to start with an invocation to be led by Miss Guadalupe M. Bruno. Could you all please stand?
Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, we stand before you in humble prayer before we start with the ceremony. We realize that without your blessings, we would not be able to succeed with the plans we have for this activity. Give your grace and divine wisdom to all of us present here, so we could cooperate and enjoy camaraderie and love for the greater glory of your name. Lord God, you are the source of all of our blessings. Continue to guide and bless us as we celebrate our milestone, achieving the 10 million mangroves. We thank you for the opportunity to come and gather here today. All of this we ask in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
どうぞご着席ください。
Please take a seat.
それではここで、フィリピン共和国の国歌斉唱を行います。皆様、ご起立ください。
And now, the national anthem of the Republic of the Philippines. Could you all please stand?
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Sayang magiging sa silanganan, alam ng puso sa titik ko'y buhay. Upang lihirang tuyang ka ng mahiting, sa manlulungin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagtatagtulog sa simulan, sa langit ang bagang, ay hinatang tuglanaw, sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ang pagkawag ko'y matumpay managiging, makinuwi ng karang kailan pang ay matigiging, yung mga araw ng maraming pagsinta, buhay natin sa Pilipinas. Ang ligaya ng pantay lalaki, ang mamatay ng dahil sa Diyos.
どうぞご着席ください。続きまして、日本の国歌斉唱を行います。どうぞ皆様、今一度ご起立ください。
Now, the national anthem of Japan. Could you all please stand?
席ください。
Please take a seat.
ただいまよりマングローブ植林1000万本達成記念式典を開式させていただきます。
Once again, thank you for joining us today to celebrate the successful planting of 10 million mangrove trees in the Republic of the Philippines.
はじめに主催者を代表いたしまして、金パッケージ株式会社代表取締役社長金坂義和より開式のご挨拶をさせていただきます。
We would like to begin with an opening greeting from Kane Package President Mr. Yoshikazu Kanesaka.
金坂社長、お願いいたします。
Good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Edward Menias, Deputy Chief of Mission, Philippine Embassy. Mr. Daisuke Einaga, Ministry of Environment. Ms. Naoko Tsukada, Ministry of Agriculture, Fishery and Forestry. Mr. Kimio Wada, Saitan Prefecture. Mr. Koichi Tomoyama, Ilma City. Mr. Takashi Asaeda, Saitama University. All distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to express my deepest appreciation to all of your attendance today as very memorable event for today. We are very proud to announce we reach 10 million mangrove plantation this moment in the Philippines. We started the mangrove plantation year back to 2009. You may know 2009 is just after 1 year of the 2008. 2008, we have many trial and crises. One is Lehman shock, economy recession. Also the other is 2008. Still we remember, we can't forget. East Japan's earthquake and tsunami, we faced a very big disaster. But even that, we forced to start this mangrove plantation since 2009. This idea coming up, we have business in the Philippines. We want to contribute back to the Philippines to support. That's the number one purpose. Also, another purpose is that we are the packaging company. Image of the packaging. Normally, throw away to becoming the trash, but actually different. We are recycling, reusing. We are more environmental friendly material to use. But I want to change the image of this. I bring up the board meeting. Starting is not so smooth. First board meeting, other board member denied, disagree. Only me, I want to do. But I never give up. Second board meeting to come. I brought up again. Again, no one agree with me. Finally, third board meeting, I bring up. Everybody gave up. Fortunately, I can force to start mangrove plantation year 2009. That's the one step, one piece of the mangrove to start. At the Orango Island, near to the Cebu Island. That's the first mangrove plantation. This first mangrove plantation, finally we reach to the 10 million. One person, one company can't do that. With all of the support of the community. Today we invite from the community, from the Orango, Tanghai, also Bajan. Unfortunately, from the Banacon cannot attend this today. But really, both those the backside of the Philippine national people to supporting this project. It's not only people, but also city, community to supporting this project. Let me explain about our company business in the Philippines. We started in the Philippines business a year back to the 1996. 22 years ago, we started the business. That's the first trial of the factory in the abroad from Japan. Now we have a plant and factory in the Subic, also Santa Rosa and Alabama, and also the Santo Tomas, Lipa, Cavite, and Cebu. Total 8 we have a business in the Philippines. Without all employees good workforce in the Filipino, we cannot make this business too successful. Of course, very valuable customer to supporting to us. Also community, everybody supporting this business. That's why I want to return back my appreciation to nation of the Philippines. This is not only to the activity of the CSR activity. This is beyond the generation. I want to make the more expansion. That's why this mangrove plantation let us to allow to make the plantation. That island, we started to make the donation of the school. I hope the children of that island growing up later, they can work with us to the kind of package. That this mind and spirit to more carnation to make it's not only make the better environmental, but also make the people education. The ceaseless changing the environmental. It's not only global environmental, also people's heart environmental. I want to change. That's why we still continue for this. Starting this mangrove plantation, we never know what is the mangrove. Actually, I never know. I know palm tree. That's why I hired the specialist of the mangrove. Without this person, we never know how to plantation, how to take care of the mangrove. We cannot make it the 10 million. Normally, mangrove plantation to having the after plant, only survival ratio is less than 50%. Some people complain, contact with me to asking, I have only 33%, how to do? Fortunately, we can make it more than 85%. Of course, it's not only specialist. We need to more professional view of the point. We tie up with the Saitama University, Professor Asaeda to guide us. Once we start in for the environmental, I don't want to destroy the environmental. Too much mangrove plantation sometimes change the climate, change the nation, change the island. Should be moderate and also adaptable for the mangrove plantation. That is our mission. We move for good for the environmental. We really want to continue. This one is 10 million is just only one milestone. Number of the plantation is not important for us. It's important is continue and keep better environmental. That is very important for us. Through this mangrove plantation, we can get very fruitful results for us. It's not only results. Our companies, our employees starting to think about environment. Even we use air conditioning. Even we make design of the packaging. How we can save and reduce of the package or usage of the electricity, usage of the transportation. We're starting to think. Actually, our company is this mangrove plantation. We really offset headquarter usage of the CO2, and our planted mangrove is 10 million. That is also our pride of this to continue. That today, I would like to say thank you to Philippine Embassy. Please, I really appreciate it. Let us to use this facility to having this occasion. Thank you very much. I really this occasion, why I asked Ambassador, let us to having the ceremony to here, because we are a very small company. But I want to make to our small, even small company, we do our best to becoming the more good bridge, vital friendship between Japan and Philippines. This is a mutual growth, mutual future, together with all of us. I hope we can continue also many people to join, to make the more better to change. Once we change the environment, we can change the heart, the people's thinking. Once we can change the people's set the mind, we can continue to change the environmental. One step move or not become the very big difference. We really to continue to step up more, better, more wider. Now we planning to not only to the Philippines but also other country. We are thinking for this. But first of all, we really to having the start the business in the Philippines. I really want to bring back the Philippines also. Thank you very much, and thank you for attending this ceremony. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mabuhay. 本当に今日はお忙しいところでありがとうございました。私たちのマングローブのこの活動もですね、始まって、ちょうどこれで、9年が経ちます。1年間に100万本を植えていこうという活動で始めました。100万本を植えるのは到底そんな簡単なことではございません。皆さんと一緒にですね、私たちの従業員、そして各の国の従業員の皆さんが手伝ってくれました。それだけでも足らないんです。それで、それぞれの島の、住人の人たちにお手伝いをしていただきました。もちろんやりすぎてはいけませんから、フィリピンの DNR という環境庁の皆さんとエンジニアの方にですね、アドバイスをいただいて、どこの島にどういう地域に植えたらいいのかということを研究してですね、それで一本ずつ始めたのがこのマングローブ植林でございます。そのおかげで、その島の地域の人たちと、そして島を取り巻く環境の人たちと一緒にお仕事を末永くやっていく体制ができました。今このやっているところが自然保護区で守られているところで、そんなに現金収入があるところではございません。私たちのマングローブの植林をすることによって、その島で雇用を創出し、そして継続的にある程度の現金収入が入ってきて、学校に行けたり、あるいは病院に行けるような環境づくりを一生懸命私たちができればいいかなと思って進めております。でもこれも支援していただいたおかげでですね、実際にはマングローブを植えただけではなくて、植えた後の手入れが一番大変なんです。今約300ヘクタールの面積になってきました。1週間に2回から3回それを面積全部回らなきゃいけないです。私たちは回れないです。でも島の人たちが回って折れてるマングローブだとか、それからゴミがついてるマングローブをちゃんとメンテナンスをしてくれています。今日後ろの方にその現地の方からも、その代表者の方たちがお越しいただいております。実際に汗水流して炎天下の中に一本一本植えていただいている方でございます。そういった方のご支援があってですね、初めて私たちのこのマングローブ植林が成功したんじゃないかなというふうに思います。そしてこのセレモニーがですね、このフィリピン大使館を利用させていただくことによってですね、私たちあまりよく知らないフィリピンのこと、そして、フィリピンの方も日本のことをよく知らないフィリピンの方も、両国の間がですね、友好な関係でいい架け橋になる、イベントになればなと思いましてですね、ここで、開催させていただきました。本当に、ここで開催させていただくことを快く許可していただきましたフィリピン大使の皆さんにですね、心より感謝を申し上げまして、簡単ではございますけれども、私の挨拶に開催していただきます。本日は本当にありがとうございました。
ではここでご来賓の皆様を代表してご祝辞を賜りたいと存じます。
Our first guest speaker will be Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines, Ambassador Mr. Jose Castillo Laurel V.
はじめに在日フィリピン共和国大使館特命全権大使ホセ・シー・ラウレル5世閣下、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Embassy of the Republic of the Philippines Deputy Chief of Mission Mr. Eduardo M.R. Maniez will speak on his behalf.
Ladies and gentlemen, minasama konnichiwa. To our compatriots, magandang hapon ho sa inyo lahat, or maayong hapon, I think from Cebu, Visayas. And thank you, Mr. Kanisaka, for proposing to have this event here at the Philippine Embassy. And on behalf of Ambassador Jose C. Laurel V, who is presently out of Tokyo, I'd like to also welcome the other distinguished guests from the Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry, Saitama Prefecture, and Saitama University, and the other friends, clients, and workers, and colleagues of Mr. Kanisaka in KPGreen company. Welcome to the Philippine Embassy. And as was mentioned by Mr. Kanisaka, this particular milestone, the 10 million mangrove plants in 10 years, is indeed a very important event, not only for the company, but of course also for the Philippines. I remember when I was in my previous, one of my previous positions, I was the vice chair of the Commission on Sustainable Development in New York for 2 years. And this discussion on carbon offsetting, clean development mechanisms, sustainable consumption and production were very important topics. And as all of you know, especially here in Japan, the new global goals in sustainable development, or the sustainable development goals, really focus on the importance of preserving Mother Earth through such programs or projects as planting mangroves, or reforestation, afforestation, and other projects that will offset the carbon dioxide production that is a very grave problem around the world. I think the example of Kandi package, it was very modest. Mr. Kanisaka was very modest. They may be a small company in Japan, but they're a company with a very big heart. And his initiative to begin this environmental program 10 years ago is very important for the future, not only of the Philippines and the communities where these mangroves are situated, but because in the environmental sphere, one is asked to think global but act local. So the effects of planting mangroves in one country and the oxygen that these mangroves produce will affect the entire world. So with this small step, this small project of this very important Japanese company, they are able to affect the global environment. And we encourage more companies to follow your example. We are very fortunate that you began this in the Philippines. And as I understand from your discussion, that you would plan to expand it to your other companies around Southeast Asia. I believe you're also situated in Vietnam, and in some other Asian countries. And again, going back to the mangroves, the mangroves are quite prevalent within Southeast Asia. And I understand from reading, even up to Japan, there are also mangroves that exist and help not only with the carbon offsetting, but also with the biodiversity. As we all know, these mangroves serve as the nesting ground for many of the animal and plant species, and they provide not only food and shelter, but also livelihoods for the communities that exist around these areas. In the Philippines, we are in this May, we are celebrating the National Heritage Month. And for those of you who may not be familiar, Mr. Kanisaki said he did not know what a mangrove was before he came to the Philippines. The role of the mangrove in the Philippines is quite important, not only, as I said, because of its ability to provide livelihood, but even culturally. The nipa hut, the native dwelling in the Philippines, the nipa is actually a mangrove plant, and the leaves of the nipa are made to produce the roofs of the nipa hut. And the same plant also is used to produce a local alcohol called tuba, which of course is like the sake here in Japan. And this sake can also, this tuba, this local alcoholic beverage, is also used to make vinegar. So in terms of heritage, the mangrove has also contributed to the heritage of the Philippines. And again, your company has contributed not only to the environmental welfare of the Philippines, but also in preserving the heritage of our country. So for that, we are very, very thankful. I'm also very happy to note that your company has expanded. It was mentioned that you now have 8 locations in the Philippines, and I'm sure my ambassador would be very happy to know that you also are located in Batangas, because Ambassador Laurel and the Laurel family is very well known in Batangas. Ambassador Laurel was in fact governor of Batangas for 10 years. So I'm sure that he's very happy that another Japanese company is really contributing to the economy of the Philippines. I understand that when you had this event in Cebu a few months ago, you had the Philippine Economic Zone Authority Chair, Ms. Charita Plaza, as a guest. And again, the relationship between Japan and the Philippines in terms of the economy is very important. Your company is one of the many Japanese companies who have located in the Philippines. The Japanese companies are the largest number of companies that have located in the economic zones of the Philippines. Over 300 Japanese companies are located in various economic zones. For example, in Batangas and in the central Luzon area. And I express the hope that many more of these Japanese companies will also follow your example of corporate social responsibility, so that not only will they have a win-win situation of course, expanding their business, but also contributing to the local community as well as to the larger community within the province and within the nation, and of course, globally through the environment. So once again, thank you very much to Candy Package Company, and we wish you greater success, and we hope that you'll continue to plant more mangrove plants sustainably, so that your contribution to the world will be recognized not only in the Philippines and Japan, but globally as well. So once again, thank you very much. どうもありがとうございます。
MR と MR メニーズ様、どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Mr. Eduardo Emerald Menez.
続きまして、埼玉県知事、上田清様よりご祝辞を頂戴いたします。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Our next guest speaker will be Saitama Prefectural Office Prefectural Governor Mr. Kiyoshi Ueda. Saitama Prefectural Office International Section Chief Mr. Kimio Wada will speak on his behalf.
マヨハポン、Ako si Wada, gusto ko sa Philippine, and gusto ko sa Cebu very very much. After speaking Japanese. 埼玉県国際課長の和田と申します。本来ですと上田埼玉県知事が出席すべきところでございますが、本日別の公務で出席できませんので代理で伺いました。知事からメッセージを預かってまいりましたので代読をさせていただきます。本日マングローブ植林1000万本達成記念式典がこのように多くの皆様のご出席のもと盛大に開催されますことに心からお祝いを申し上げます。御社が平成20年に拠点のあるフィリピンに恩返しをしたいとの思いから始められた植林活動はわずか9年で1000万本に到達いたしました。これも御社が社会貢献活動を重要視し積極的に取り組まれた成果であり、他の企業の模範となる取り組みであると深く敬意を表します。御社のこの活動には本県が独立行政法人国際協力機構の支援を受けて実施しております埼玉セブものづくり人材育成事業に参加するフィリピンセブ州の多くの大学生も参加しております。参加した学生からは地域への奉仕活動ができて満足した、また楽しいだけでなく有益な活動だったとの感想が聞かれました。この貴重な経験は彼らが将来社会で活躍するための糧となると思っております。また昨年度に引き続きグローバル人材育成事業埼玉発世界的冠奨学金にご協力をいただき感謝を申し上げます。御社の寄付により創設されました金パッケージマングローブ奨学金は本県の若者が海外留学に自ら踏み出すための大きな後押しになっております。県の国際施策に対する御社のご理解とご協力は大変心強いものでございます。重ねてお礼を申し上げる次第でございます。結びに金パッケージグループのますますのご発展とご参会の皆様方のご活躍 ご健勝を心からご記念申し上げます。平成30年5月11日、埼玉県知事上田清代読。本日は誠におめでとうございます。Dakan salamat.
Wada Kimiyo-sama, どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Mr. Kimio Wada.
本来であれば、ご来賓の皆様をご紹介させていただくべきところではございますが、お時間の都合上、受付にてお配りさせていただきました名簿にて返させていただきます。
We would like to apologize. We cannot state the names of all the guests today, but we have enclosed the list of the attendees in the handouts that we have distributed at the reception area. Thank you so much for your understanding.
ではここでご祝電をご披露させていただきます。本日国内外より多数のご祝電をいただいておりますが、お時間の都合により代表して1通ずつご紹介をさせていただきます。
We received so many congratulatory telegrams from both Japan and overseas. We would like to read a few of them.
まず国内の皆様からのご祝電を代表してご紹介させていただきます。金パッケージ株式会社マングローブ植林1000万本達成、誠におめでとうございます。記念式典が多くの皆様ご出席のもと盛大に開催されますこと心よりお喜び申し上げます。記者が取り組んでこられた活動は入間市にとっても誇りです。今後も国際貢献、環境保全の一役を担っていただくことを期待します。また、これまで当市に対しまして、段ボール本棚、段ボールハウスをはじめ、多くの記者製品をご寄贈いただきましたこと、そして入間市民を元気にしていただく諸活動に感謝いたします。結びに、記者のさらなるご発展とご参会の皆様のご健勝をお祈り申し上げます。平成30年5月11日、埼玉県入間市長、田中達夫様。
Saitama City Hall Deputy Mayor Mr. Koichi Tomoyama is present today on his behalf.
本日は入間市副市長の友山浩一様にご出席をいただいております。友山様、ありがとうございます。では続いて国外の皆様からのご祝電を代表してご紹介をさせていただきます。
Message of DENR 7 Regional Director Gilbert C. Gonzalez. Taking into account very seriously our goal of achieving effective and efficient environmental governance, the Department of the Environment and Natural Resource DENR embarks massive reforestation and conservation efforts in various areas in the country intended to reduce poverty, promote food security, environmental stability, and enhance climate change resiliency. With the huge task at hand, we need the support of the local government, people's organization, non-governmental organization, business sector, and other stakeholders as our dynamic collaborators. Our collective responsibility is to ensure that our environment does not endure irreversible damage as our country works for economic development while ensuring social equity by doing this. We see a prosperous and equitable future, ever mindful that our environment and natural resources should be protected to sustain life. I commend the KPGreen Group Philippines for clearly making enormous effort in having contributed to the social, economic, and environmental well-being of some coastal communities in the Central Visayas region, Philippines. Congratulations, and I look forward for more partnerships with you as we work together for a sustainable and healthy environment.
多数のご祝電をいただき、誠にありがとうございました。
Thank you so much for your congratulatory telegrams.
続きまして、KP グループフィリピン社環境事業部アブナー・バネーボより植林事業紹介をさせていただきます。アブナー様、お願いいたします。
Now, from KPGreen, Mr. Abner P. Balnuevo will explain how their operation has been conducted in the Philippines.
Honored guests and CSR partners, good afternoon. The KPGreen Group is grateful to share the 10 years milestone achievement of the KPGreen Earth CSR project in the Philippines.
来賓の皆様、そして CSR パートナーの皆様、こんにちは。これよりフィリピンで実施された KPGreen Earth CSR 活動の10年の歩みについてご説明させていただきます。
So allow me to share the overview of the KPGreen Earth CSR as well as the future plans and commitments.
KPGreen Earth の活動の概要及び将来的な計画について簡単に説明します。
The KPGreen Earth CSR project started in November 2009 in Olango Island, Cebu, in the central part of the Philippines and expanded to Bohol and Negros Oriental.
KPGreen Earth CSR 活動は2009年11月、フィリピン中部に位置するセブ州オランゴ島から始まりました。その後、ボホール州、ネグロスオリエンタル州と活動地域を拡大してまいりました。
This CSR project was implemented as a way of giving back to the planet Earth and giving back to the people.
本活動は地球環境、そして人々への恩返しの一つの手段として実施されてきました。
It has three components. The first and the main component is the Mangrove project. This is in coordination with the Philippine government offices and the involvement of the local people in planting mangroves. In addition, at least twice a year, KPGreen employees from different branches come to the Philippines to plant mangroves.
本活動は主に3つの柱があります。まず、マングローブ植林活動。フィリピン政府の協力と地域住民の参加により、植林や保全活動が行われています。そして、少なくとも年2回、各拠点で働く弊社従業員がフィリピンに集い、植林を実施しています。
Second is the support for education. We already donated 2 buildings for daycare center and a 2 classroom building for elementary grade school.
次に教育支援です。これまでに2つのデイケアセンター、幼稚園を設立し、小学校に2つの教室を寄贈しています。
And third, through the CSR, we gave additional source of income to about 200 families by paying them for planting mangroves and for protecting the plantation. Almost all of the families with at least 5 members involved in mangrove planting rely on fishing as their main source of livelihood with a daily income of at least $2 to $4 per day.
3つ目に地域住民への雇用機会を提供することです。植林及び保全活動への協力をしてくださる約200世帯に対し賃金を支払っています。協力世帯のほとんどは漁業で生計を立てており、1世帯あたり1日平均2から4 US ドルで少なくとも5人を養っています。
from 2009, we already planted over 10 million mangroves covering an area of around 300 hectares. The success of these CSR programs is because of our CSR partners and supporters. And this is the reason why we gathered here today to celebrate the milestone achievement of the CSR programs.
2009年より活動を始めてから今日まで1000万本以上の植林を達成、植林面積は290ヘクタールに達しました。この成功はご協力、ご支援くださる皆様のおかげです。本日は CSR 活動の記念すべき到達地点を祝うため、こうして皆様にお集まりいただきました。
Because of the successes and significant impacts of the CSR programs to the environment and to the community in the past 10 years, Kani Package commits to continue and expand the mangrove project in other places and countries, and donate another school building, and strengthen the mangrove rehabilitation programs by setting up a mangrove research and development center this year.
10年間の CSR 活動の成功に基づき、弊社は今後、マングローブ植林活動の継続及び活動地域を拡大してまいります。学校施設等の寄贈いたします。マングローブ研究開発施設を設置し、保全活動の強化を目指します。
And we would like to seal this desire and plan by giving a certificate that signifies the Kani Package pledge and commitment to the CSR programs in the Philippines. And now may I request the President of Kani Package, Mr. Yoshikazu Kanizaka, to give the commitment of certificate, and the Deputy Chief of Mission to receive the project commitment. Sir, please.
今後の計画達成に向け、カネパッケージの制約及びフィリピンにおける CSR 活動の公約を記した証明書を発行・贈呈したく存じます。社長の金坂より証明書を贈呈し、在日フィリピン共和国大使館副大使エドワルド・ M.R. エンエンさんに準備していただきますようお願い申し上げます。
Thank you so much, and we are looking forward for more partnerships and collaborations in helping preserve the mangrove ecosystem and helping improve the lives of people living in the coastal community.
このような計画のもと、マングローブ生態系の保全及び沿岸地域の住民の生活向上の支援のため、皆様とのさらなる協調・連携ができることを願っております。
Thank you so much.
ご清聴ありがとうございました。
皆様ありがとうございました。それではここでカネパッケージフィリピン社副社長補佐エヴァンジェリーン・オルテリオ様より感謝のお言葉をいただきたいと存じます。バンジー様、どうぞ前へお進みください。
カネパッケージ Assistant Vice President Mr. Evangeline E. Ortilio now deliver her speech of gratitude.
Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
ご来席の皆様、ご列席の皆様、こんにちは。
Kani Package Philippines, with its nearly 22 years in the business, still stands with its commitment to our customers of providing excellent products and services.
カネパッケージフィリピン社はおよそ22年の間、お客様に優れた製品とサービスを提供してきました。
But beyond this is our commitment to the environment, executed to our corporate social responsibility.
CSR 活動を通じ、環境に貢献することも私たちの使命であります。
It is a great honor and pride to be a part of a company that does not only focus on income, but has a commitment to its nature.
利益だけでなく自然のバランスにも関心を持つ企業の一員であることを光栄に、そして誇りに思います。
As we celebrate the achievement of our goal to plant 10 million mangroves in 10 years, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to all the people behind this success.
マングローブ1000万本植林達成をお祝いするにあたり、この成功を支えた多くの方々に大変感謝しております。
In behalf of KPGreen Philippines and the Filipino people, I would like to say thank you very much. どうもありがとうございます。
カネパッケージフィリピン社、そしてフィリピン国民を代表して皆様に深く御礼申し上げます。
First of all, to all our customers and business partners for trusting not only our packaging business, but also our corporate social responsibility.
まず、私たちのすべてのお客様、ビジネスパートナー様へ、梱包事業のみならず、どうか弊社の CSR 活動に対しても信頼を置いていただきますようお願い申し上げます。
To the government agencies and environmental advocates, for working hard and making this project effective by connecting the corporate world and the environment.
すべての政府機関、そして環境団体の皆様、この活動を効果的に広めていくために、環境に対し行動を起こせる協力的な世界をつなげていきましょう。
To all our management and employees from different affiliates, for working hard and supporting this project sustainability physically and financially.
全拠点の幹部の方、そして従業員の皆様、この活動を効果的に広めていくために一生懸命働いてください。
And of course to the local Filipino people of the community who have been our magical hands that touch each mangrove planted on the ground. Without you, 10 million would not be possible.
そしてフィリピン住民の方、地方自治体の皆様、あなた方が一本一本植えてくださった、手をかけてくださったマングローブがなければ、1000万本の植林は決して達成できなかったでしょ
う。Also, I would like to thank our top management, Chairman Sakotaro Kanira, and our CEO, Sir Yoshikazu Kanisaka, for having a big heart to return the favor to our Mother Nature and having the Philippines as our project base.
また、私たちの幹部である金平作太郎会長、金坂義和社長にも御礼を申し上げたいと思います。広い心を持ち、この母なる地球に恩返しをすることを決意し、フィリピンを活動地にしてくださりありがとうございます。
This project does not only balance the ecology, but as well created a livelihood to the Filipino community in Cebu, Bohol, and Negros.
この活動は生態系のバランスを整えるだけでなく、フィリピンの現地住民に対しても恩恵を与えてくれました。
Our commitment to the environment does not end in 10 million, but will continue to many more million mangroves together with all of you.
私たちの植林活動は1000万本達成で終わりではありません。これからも共に植林を続けていきましょう。
Again, from the heart of the Filipino, I would like to say maraming salamat po and mabuhay.
最後にフィリピン語で心を込めて本当にありがとうございました。
バンジー様、温かい感謝の言葉ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Miss Evangeline E. Altilio.
以上をもちまして、第1部記念式典を閉式とさせていただきます。皆様、長時間にわたり誠にありがとうございました。
Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of today's ceremony is now complete.
引き続きまして、この後第2部祝賀会がございますが、会場のご準備のため、皆様方にはしばらくのお時間、お隣のエントランスホールにてお過ごしをいただきたいと思います。お忘れ物などございませんようお気をつけくださいませ。それでは皆様、エントランスホールの方へご移動をお願いいたしましょう。
We now would like everyone to move towards to the entrance hall to wait until the reception hall will be ready. Thank you very much for your patience.
どうぞ皆様、グラスのご用意をお願いいたします。
First, we would like to have a toast. Would everybody please raise your glass?
皆様ご用意よろしいでしょうか。乾杯のご発声を埼玉大学環境科学教授浅枝隆様にお願いいたします。浅枝様、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Takashi Aseda. The research, I'm actually doing research work on the mangrove. So I'll briefly talk about how important mangrove is. As you know, mangrove is a really good, important issue. If we want to reduce, for instance, tsunami or say surges, the mangrove is a really good matter to reduce that kind of damages. And also for the carbon sequestration and the global warming, the mangroves is really, really important. Also, mangroves provides a lot of habitats for the various organisms. So for biodiversity, mangroves also very important. And also the mangrove is really good looking, so which means for ecotourism it's also very important. We see that just 10 million mangrove planting, but it's not so easy. And also important is actually that just before the President Kanesaka talked about, and most of the planted mangroves still survive. The 90%, more than 90% I believe survives. That's really tremendous number, tremendous values. That's because their planting is not just planting only. They are doing also the research works, scientific works. Their results are reported to the world, interesting a lot to scientists now. So the Kane packaged mangrove planting is not just a simple planting. It's really big works. I really appreciate their works. マングローブっていうのは実はいろんなところにいわゆるエコシステムサービスって言いますけど持ってましてね。で津波や高潮災害にもいいですし、でもちろん温暖化にも非常に有効ですし、で生態系にとっても非常にいい。で魚も増やしますからね。ですから地域の人にとっても非常にいいはずです。で金パッケージのマングローブ植林っていうのは他のマングローブ植林と何が違う？研究をされているんです。で結果が今世界中に報告されていろいろなところで興味を持たれています。ですからこれから新しい時代のマングローブ植林を開いていく一つの大きな指針になろうかというふうに思っております。ということで乾杯の発声を務めさせていただきたいと思います。それではご唱和をお願いしたいと思います。金パッケージさんのマングローブ植林のますますのご発展と皆様のご健勝を記念いたしまして乾杯いたしたいと思います。乾杯。
浅浦様、どうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Mr. Takashi Asaeda.
これよりご歓談の時間とさせていただきます。皆 皆様におかれましては、お料理、お飲み物をお召し上がりいただきながら、お時間の許す限り、どうぞ和やかにお過ごしくださいませ。
Now everybody, please enjoy the food and beverages.
和やかにお過ごしいただきたいと思います。もしよろしければ、カメラをお持ちの方はステージにて記念撮影などもお楽しみいただけたらと思います。これよりは思い思いにご交流をお楽しみいただき、お飲み物、そしてお料理をご賞味いただければと思います。ステージの上にお上がりいただいて結構でございます。どうぞお気軽にお進みいただきまして、ぜひこの機会に記念撮影をお楽しみくださいませ。
Please feel free to come and take pictures on the stage.
さあ、どうぞ皆様、ご遠慮なくステージにお上がりいただきたいと思います。ステージの上でも記念撮影をお楽しみくださいませ。 皆様、お料理の方は6分形式となっておりますので、どうぞお気軽にお召し上がりいただけたらと思います。
Then I'll turn off the lights. So please
皆様ご観覧中失礼いたします。記念撮影、お食事、そして名刺交換など皆様にはお過ごしいただいておりますが、ここでスクリーンの方ではマングローブ活動の映像をご紹介させていただきます。お食事をお召し上がりいただきながらどうぞスクリーンにご注目ください。それではスタートです。
Mangroves, the rainforest of the sea.
Ako di ay si Estela Oral, usa ka membro sa OETA, Olango Island Ecotour Association.
A highly diverse ecosystem that supports millions of the world's populations living in the coastal area.
Ning apil ko kabahin aning pagpananom og bakaw kaning among organisasyon kay makahatag makakuha man gyapon kog pangingkam ani.
Ang ubang isla nagkahinay nagkawala ng ilang mga resources. Lahi din sa Banakol, dito na may mangrove plantation diri. Nagpabilin ng among makuha din sa Banakol, like sama sa Lambay, Pasayan, daghan din sa Banakol.
However, despite of the importance of mangrove, it continuously suffered from degradation. From 1980 to 2005, around 19% of the world's mangroves were lost. And the Southeast Asia region contributed the highest mangrove degradation.
Aghap ko sa pag-apil ani tungod sa ban-oban sa akong mama nga dako day ning ikatabang tanom taong mga mangroves. Dili lang di ay kanang pasipad-an ang atong kabakhawan kundi hatagan kini kay dakong bili para sa katawhan.
The Philippines is one of the countries in Southeast Asia that suffered an alarming rate of mangrove loss. This can be traced back as early as 1950s, where vast tracts of mangrove areas were logged for firewood, and further exacerbated in the 1960s when the government adopted a policy aimed at increasing fish production and converted large areas of mangroves into culture ponds.
Kinahanglan gid protektahan kay silbi sa amo lang kay pobre baya mi. Og dili patungod sa kabakhawan, dili mi mabuhi kay diha mo mi nagkuhag among panginabuhian kada adlaw.
Given the recognized mangrove ecosystem services, its degradation translated into a great loss of biodiversity and source of income for coastal communities.
Amo gila siyang dipinsaan kay og wa na mi bakhaw, wa na pumilanggam. Nya og mawa na ng among kakahuyan, wala say pagkaon ang langgam, mawa ang tanan masiro na gid in town mi. Pobre na mi kaayo anong panahon na.
As a response, mangrove conservation and management guidelines in the Philippines were promulgated in the 1980s. And subsequently, mangrove rehabilitation initiatives attracted much attention from different sectors to foster its recovery and biodiversity. Recognizing the urgent need to conserve and preserve the threatened habitat, the Candy Package group of companies integrated the KPGreen Earth into its corporate social responsibility programs. The project was launched in November 2009 in Olango Island, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, and since then expanded to Hitafe, Bohol, Tanhay, Negros Oriental, and Bajan, Cebu. corporate social responsibility programs, Canny Package help uplift the lives of the beneficiaries living along the coastal areas who are dependent to marine resources, including the mangroves.
Ang proyekto sa Canny Package nga nahimo sa among kapunungan, nga nag-donate sila og eskwelahan, naghatag sila school supply matag tuig, nakatabang sa amo apong kabataan diri sa amuang isla.
Ang Canny Package ma'am daghan og kanang mga gipanghatag namo sama sa pagtanom namo og tungki, unya og ari sa eskwelahan manghatag sila og mga kanang mga pagkaon sa mga bata ba, mga duhaan, unya gawas sa eskwelahan manghatag pagid sila namo og kanang mga pugas, kanang mga canned goods ma'am.
Sa Canny Package daghan kining National Greening Project nila, Greening Project kami mo beneficiaries. So daghan na kami yung natanong na mangrove propagals dito sa Banakon, pinagi silang tabang.
Mensahe ako sa Canny Package. Daghang kayong salamat sa Canny Package.
Pasalamat ko sa kanang Canny Package.
Daghang salamat tungod sa inyong programa. Daghan na kaayong bakaw sa dinhi sa kaislahan.
Magpasalamat lang po sa Canny Package sa ilahang gihatag namo nga kaayuhan tanan sa amo ang organisasyon sa Mapa.
Sa ngalan sa Banakon Fisher Folks and Mangrove Protection Association, dili lang sa kay sa amo ang kapunungan ko dili sa tibok isla sa Banakon. So kami nagpasalamat ni sa Canny Package sa ilang magtabang diri kanang.
Magpasalamat ko sa Canny Package nya usa po di ay sa DNR nga nakatabang po namo kay partnership man ang DNR ug ang Canny Package.
Seeing the success of this endeavor, Canny Package commits to continue and strengthens the KPGreen Earth corporate social responsibility programs. With the support and the partnership of the government institutions, specifically the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and the local government units, and with the active participation of the community who are the day-to-day managers of the mangrove and the coastal resources.
社員皆様方のご健勝を記念いたします。富士電機株式会社東京工場総務部梶原秀則様、マングローブ植林1000万本達成にあたり心からお祝いを申し上げます。記者のこれまでのご功績に敬意を表しますとともに、グローバル企業として今後ますますご発展されることを記念いたします。東京中小企業投資育成株式会社代表取締役社長望月晴文様、そしてただいまこちら近い席にございます、とても素敵なお花のプレゼントが届いております。お花のお祝いは株式会社タニタ代表取締役社長谷田千里様からでございます。ありがとうございます。ではどうぞ皆様引き続きご観覧をお楽しみください。 場の皆様、大変和やかにご観覧中ではございますが、お時間が参りましたので、この辺りで中締めとさせていただきたいと存じます。では、中締めのご挨拶を、金パッケージ株式会社常務取締役、高村健一より申し上げさせていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to finish up today's event. We will now have a closing speech from Kanepa Package Managing Director, Mr. Kenji Takamura.
ただいまご紹介預かりました、カネパッケージの高村でございます。いつも皆さん大変お世話になっております。ありがとうございます。先日ではございますが、中締めということで一言ご挨拶をさせていただきます。まずはもう大変お忙しい中を、これだけ多くの皆様にお集まりをいただきまして誠にありがとうございます。本日ですね、このように、マングローブ植林1000万本記念式典ということで、開催できましたものもですね、今日お集まりの皆様のもう本当に温かい、ご支援の賜物と、改めてこの場をお借りいたしまして感謝を申し上げます。本当にありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。私のこの1000万本、目標にはしていたんですけども、もうこれを通過点と捉えまして、もう引き続きですね、空気をきれいにする夢のパッケージをもうご提供し続けてまいりたいと思います。それではですね、今日集める皆様方の温かいご支援、ご指導、ご鞭撻を引き続きお願いしたいと思いますので、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。簡単でございますが、最後になりますがですね、今日集める皆様方の企業のますますのご発展と、皆さんのご健勝、ご多幸、記念いたしまして、中締めのご挨拶とさせていただきます。本日はどうもありがとうございました。
高村常務からの中締めのご挨拶でございました。これをもちまして、マングローブ植林1000万本達成記念祝賀会を閉会とさせていただきます。改めまして、本日はお忙しい中、誠にありがとうございました。
Today's ceremony is now complete. We'd like to thank you all for coming. We really appreciate your support.
会場出口にて本日の記念品をお渡しいたします。 お帰りの際はくれぐれも皆様お忘れ物ございませんように、今一度お手回り品のご確認をお願いいたします。本日は誠にありがとうございました。
When you are out, please pick up one of the small gifts that has been prepared for everyone. Once again, thank you all very much for coming today.
ありがとうございました。黒を決めております。